From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Well, it's been a bit of a rough last 24 hours with some storm damage, now weekend rain chances, but I think you're going to like the forecast.
Trees down on cars and homes, and nearly 50,000 people still without power after those strong storms swept through Metro Detroit last night. But first, we are getting our first updates on the condition of the officer stabbed during a possible terror attack in Flint earlier this week. Thank you so much for joining us this noon. That does top our news this noon as more information continues to pour in about the suspect, the suspected attacker, Amor Fatui. We now know that Fatui left his Montreal home and entered the U.S. through Lake Champlain, New York. He was believed to be in Michigan as early as June 18th. While here, he was denied the sale of a gun, so he used a knife and stabbed Police Lieutenant Jeff Neville during the attack. Today, doctors discuss the condition of Lieutenant Neville, and we do want to get right out to Coco McAvoy with more on his injuries and how he's recovering. Coco, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rhonda. The news conference here at Hurley Medical Center wrapped up about an hour ago, and a trauma doctor gave an update on Lieutenant Neville's condition. He says the wound is healing and he's doing much better now. The news conference updating Lieutenant Neville's condition comes after Wednesday's unexpected attack at the airport. A man attacked Lieutenant Neville with a knife, stabbing him in the neck. Police say Neville fought back and was able to get the man to stop stabbing him. Others stepped in to help. Neville was rushed to Hurley Hospital in critical condition. And today, staff at Hurley updated Lieutenant Neville's condition. They gave a detailed timeline of what took place and say Neville is expected to make a full recovery.
He's continued to make good progress. The wound is undergoing healing. There's significant swelling associated with this injury. There's some effect to his overall ability to, if you will, smile and use his chewing motion. So he's on a soft diet and tolerating that. He's alert, awake, has resumed his usual, I believe, congenial disposition, and has been a really excellent patient.
And Lieutenant Neville is expected to be released from the hospital within the next couple of days. Live in Flint, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
Oh, we are certainly happy for him and his recovery so far. Coco, thank you. We are also following breaking news surrounding former MSU gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. Nassar has been bound over for trial. He is now facing more than 20 sexual assault charges from former patients. Today, he was bound over on 17 counts of criminal sexual conduct. Nassar is facing 3 more criminal cases, including one in federal court, alleging that he possessed child pornography. He denies any wrongdoing. And the search for answers continues this afternoon after a body was found in an alley on Detroit's west side. The body was found around 7 o'clock this morning behind St. Vincent de Paul on Grand River. At this time, it's unclear how the victim died and how the body got there, but there is an investigation underway. Switching gears here and checking in with Brandon. River Days on the Detroit Rivers just opened up about an hour ago. Has the rain moved out?
Most of it has, and I'll tell you what, with GM River Days and the big Ford fireworks coming up, an unusual pattern setting up here. Not as hot and steamy as most years past. So that's some good news. Maybe dodging a few raindrops, but not bad. 70 degrees in Lapeer. It's only 69 right now in Mount Clemens, 74 at Metro, 76 Monroe, 74 in Ann Arbor. Last night, the storm damage came from about 16 or 17 different storm reports. These little broken tree icons are each a different severe wind report of 50, 60 mile-an-hour winds. These storms that came up from the south, primarily Monroe and Wayne counties, southern Washtenaw, but even over in West Bloomfield, we had an area there without power and struck by some of those strong storms. This morning, it's been scattered rain and thunder, but things are really starting to wrap up here, which is great news. A couple of showers northern Oakland County, and as you look over in the Ithaca area as well. But again, we are seeing a general trend of drying out. Can't rule out a drip or two this afternoon, but for your GM River Days. 80 degrees, and that is perhaps a pipe dream. We have not seen temperatures really begin to warm, but mainly in the 70s to near 80. Weekend rain chances, Rhonda. I've got it all coming up.
You can keep that to a minimum, Brandon. We'll check in with you later. 50,000 Metro Detroiters still without power after those severe storms slammed through the area on Thursday as residents wait for word on when the lights and air conditioning will come back on. Let's get out to Local 4's Nick Monticelli with the extent of the damage.
So obviously restoring the power is one job, but cleaning up the damage is the second one, and a lot of residents have a lot of work to do, especially looking at this tree here on 3rd Street in the city of Wayne, landing on some power lines and another tree. That's what's holding it up. But take a look at the base of it, lifting up this sidewalk nearly 5, maybe 6 feet in the air.
I was just walking by, and then all of a sudden the whole thing just went up.
We got a tree that's uprooted. The cement's up to here. Trees laying in the middle of the road on top of a house.
We thought it was a tornado because we saw stuff just flying down the street.
It's bad. It's like a tornado hit.
It was pretty scary. All of a sudden it was like you couldn't see nothing. You couldn't see nothing. That's how hard it was raining. And I woke him up as soon as I heard, and he jumped out of bed, and that was it.
Yeah, there's a big branch on there's a big branch on our terrace, and I can't believe this. This is wild. When you look up the sidewalk and everything like that, it's incredible.
Right away, we were going to go downstairs, and all of a sudden it just calmed right down. And when we went outside, it was a mess.
So you saw those sparking power lines, you saw the tree landing on the SUV, a lot of that stuff already cleaned up, but the biggest problem remains getting power restored, and that means that many of the intersections here in the city of Wayne, Monroe, and even throughout Metro Detroit don't have power, even the smaller ones. So treat them as four-way stops and just plan on there being some significant backups until all that power is restored. In Wayne, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, Nick, we'll take some patience. Thank you. Detroit police are searching for a man who allegedly robbed a gas station on the city's west side. You can see him here. He walked into the store right there on Livernois and robbed a clerk at gunpoint and took off in a gold Grand Marquis. If you think you recognize him, Detroit police would like you to give them a call. The more than 100 Iraqi immigrants arrested in Metro Detroit have been granted a temporary stay of deportation. On Thursday, a federal judge ruled more time is needed to determine who has jurisdiction in these cases. The mostly Chaldean Iraqis were detained earlier this month and face possible deportation back to Iraq. Well, if you are looking to have some fun this weekend, no matter who you are, what age, the GM River Days is the place to be. It's a one-of-a-kind festival along the Detroit riverfront. It begins today. In fact, it got underway at 11 o'clock this morning, runs all the way through Sunday. Admission is $3 before 3 p.m. and just $5 after that. Very affordable. And today it is free until 5 p.m. But something for kids. There's music, food, games, a little bit of everything for everyone. So definitely something you want to check out one of the days this weekend. So to come on Local 4 News at noon, a watchdog group warning consumers this morning and this afternoon that nearly 33% of a certain kind of medication may be fake.
We became...
Welcome back, everybody, to Help Me Hank Consumer Alerts for you today. It turns out a number of those memory-boosting medications may be fake. Investigators from the Government Accountability Office analyzed 91 advertisements, finding that 28 of those ads falsely claimed their product would prevent or treat dementia, Parkinson's, or Alzheimer's. The creators of ImmunoBoost Eximus, Sheep Placenta Capsules, and the LifeVantage Corporation have all received warning letters from the office. Virgin Media is telling customers to change their passwords after a hacker group may have gained access to their personal information. The company says that customers with a SuperHub 2 router should change both their network and router passwords. Virgin Media says that more than 800,000 customers may have been affected. Users should upgrade to the latest router to avoid a future security issue. So to come here on your Friday on Local 4 News at noon, as the investigation into the cause of that deadly London high-rise fire continues, police believe they know what started it. Brandon, I know you're talking rain for the weekend. Hopefully not too much.
Chances not ruining or canceling any plans, whether it's the GM River Days or maybe a graduation party. But how about the Ford fireworks forecast for Monday? We'll talk about it next.
Local 4.
Welcome back, everybody. Now to some stories that are making headlines across the world today. First, officials in Pakistan say that 2 bombings in a crowded market in Quetta have killed at least 15 people. The twin blasts were reported just minutes after each other, less than a quarter of a mile apart. No extremist group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but police say that it is being investigated as a terror-related and as the death toll continues to rise. New information this afternoon on the apparent fire in London that killed 79 people last week in that high rise. Investigators say that the fire began in a freezer and that the insulation and tiles in that building failed safety tests. The detective superintendent says that she seized documents and that they're still trying to figure out exactly how it started.
And we have been working with the Department of Energy, Business and Industrial Strategy, who are working with Hotpoint on the safety of that fridge. We know this fire wasn't started deliberately, and we know that the fridge freezer in this matter has never been subject to a product recall before.
In Canada, a biker gang helped a boy who was being bullied and made him feel like the toughest kid in school. 10-year-old Xander Rose was escorted into school, surrounded by more than 100 bikers. Xander's mom reached out to the bikers after her son struggled with bullies, and the bikers were more than happy to help.
His family has grown, I wouldn't even say tenfold, I'd say what, 1,000-fold?
Oh, at least.
So, I mean, my brother's in BC, and they're talking about it out there. The message is getting out, finally.
Pretty awesome. Don't think anyone's going to mess with this little guy anymore. The bikers say that this is just the beginning. They plan to continue sending messages about anti-bullying and that it's not okay, and that tormenting children like Xander make sure that they don't feel alone. We are also following a handful of stories across the U.S. today, and we'll take a look at Washington State, Texas, and the nation's capital. But first, we go to a small town in Wyoming, Ohio, where a town is in mourning as Otto Warmbier was laid to rest. You may remember that Warmbier was a 22-year-old college student who was detained. He was detained in North Korea for nearly a year and a half and returned back to America in a coma. Warmbier's family declined an autopsy, so his exact cause of death is still unknown. Over in Washington State, a family is planning to file a lawsuit against a local school district after they say that students left messages in their 13-year-old son's yearbook telling him to do the world a favor and kill himself. The teen's mom says that she reached out to school officials several times since September. The school said that they are investigating. And over in Texas, terrifying video of the moment a child is thrown out of a moving vehicle. Dashcam video shows the SUV turning when the left back door opens on that vehicle. A child falls out and onto the middle of the road in traffic. The 1-year-old was treated for scrapes and bruises, but thankfully is expected to recover. Police cited the driver for failing to buckle up the child. New developments in the healthcare showdown. A majority leader, Mitch McConnell, unveiled a draft of the newest proposed healthcare bill. McConnell is pushing for a Senate vote as early as next week. If the Senate passes the bill, it would go back to the House for a vote. And severe weather truly wreaking havoc all across the United States today. You're looking at the aftermath of a tornado that touched down in Alabama, flash flooding in Pennsylvania, a brush fire in California. It's so hot there, and also massive heat wave in Arizona as well, which broke records for the region earlier this week. What was it, around the 120s, Brandon?
Yes, and that was part of the problem. What you're going to see here is one of the things you don't see often, an unprepared meteorologist. I see you rolling your eyes at home. The gray marks that you see on the map here, colorless because their weather computer system in the Phoenix area did not have an indicator or a color key for temperatures as high as 120 degrees. Can you imagine that? Fortunately, it is not going to continue to be that brutally hot down there, just about 5 or 6 degrees cooler, and certainly not going for any of that kind of weather around here. In fact, we're going the other way. Let's take a look at your Local 4 storm pins, and we thank you all for sending in your storm pictures. Our Tom Holzer 4 Local 4 storm pins lit up yesterday with these storms that came through, and we saw a lot of these crazy dark clouds. A lot of them looked like they were trying to drop little tornadoes, even bigger than this, little cold pockets or moist pockets that sort of fall out of the bottom of these clouds. But it certainly made for some interesting sky watching. Thank you to Sherry in Sterling Heights for sharing her picture there. Looking at the riverfront, and the GM River Day is going to be pretty good here this afternoon. It's still a bit muggy out there, 74 degrees, so it feels a little soupy and steamy, but temperatures are not super hot, and they'll continue to go down as we head through the weekend and even into early next week. Radar right now and through the morning was a lot more aggressive, but it is starting to calm down. Southern Ontario still getting some showers near London, very light stuff, maybe some drizzle in parts of Oakland, Macomb County. That's almost all we're going to see, but still have a cold front to come through, and with that, an isolated light shower or two through the afternoon. Again, 80 degrees may be a bit of a dream from this point, but that cold front yet to pass through. So if we get some patches of blue sky, upper 70s to near 80 before we fall down this afternoon, late afternoon and evening. Partly cloudy overnight. Good looking temperature of 60 degrees. We open up the windows. Good stuff. Get rid of some of this humidity over the last 36 hours. It's been boiling up. Cold front. All of the moisture from Tropical Storm Cindy wreaking havoc down in the deep south. Well, that is being pushed aside by our little cold front here. You see some showers upstream, though, coming out of Canada. And that's something we have to watch for parts of your weekend. But again, don't cancel any of your plans if you're going to be outdoors. This is it. This is all we're seeing this afternoon around 4:30, maybe parts of Macomb and Oakland County again. As we head into tomorrow, we get through lunch all right, but some spotty showers in the afternoon, maybe an hour or so of dealing with some wet weather tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures only in the 70s. Sunday, again, just a hint of a chance, but a very decent day here, low 70s. And GM River Days, again, not really being impacted terribly by the wet weather. Just tomorrow afternoon may get a little delay. Monday, it's the big Ford fireworks, Rhonda, and you said it, you have to rethink your outfit kind of. It's always been hot and steamy on a Monday, and it looks like temperatures in the 60s most of the day. Could see a midday shower, but I certainly believe that by the evening hours we're going to be good to go.
All right, it'll be refreshing. Thank you, Brandon. Coming up on Local 4 News at noon, a Colorado bar taking a new potentially dangerous spin on darts using axes. That's up next.